Let's jump over to the running back position. It looks like Josh Jacobs has actually assumed the bell cow role in Las Vegas, and you say fire him up this weekend.
He's a must start. I love the matchup against the Texans. They're giving up 27 plus fantasy points to running backs this year. This is a great spot for Josh Jacobs, who scored 64.8 combined fantasy points in 2 games before Las Vegas' bye. And then, Jen, let's celebrate a little bit. We can put Ezekiel Elliott into our lineups with some confidence this week, right? Last week he was good. I didn't love the matchup against the Eagles. He gave you a very nice stat line. Now he's got the Lions. Their defense has given up the second most fantasy points to running backs. 3 backs have scored 18 plus points against them. So Zeke and Tony Pollard during the bye week are both viable fantasy starters.
I'm super excited about flexing Tony Pollard in a lot of leagues. I mean, the Detroit Lions, they just give up touchdowns specifically. And so there's enough for Zeke and Pollard to really go off this weekend. So I'm firing him up. As far as who you're sitting, there is news out of Chicago this week that they're going to go with, who is the hot hand at running back. And it sounds like maybe that's not great news for David Montgomery.
Right. And we've got 4 teams off. And both of these running backs I'm going to talk about, you probably have to play. So temper expectations. And Montgomery, last week, he could have had a way better game. Unfortunately, the Bears did not find him open for a touchdown late in the game. But look at the matchup against the Patriots. Their defense has held Nick Chubb, Jamal Williams, J.K. Dobbins, A.J. Dillon, all to single-digit fantasy points earlier this season. So Montgomery is a risky flex. And the same goes for James Robinson. I think we may be seeing a change of the guard in Jacksonville's backfield. Over the last 2 weeks, Travis Etienne has seen an increase in his snaps and his touches. It looks like a 50-50 split now. Etienne's been the better of the 2 backs from a fantasy perspective. So this isn't about the matchup as much as it's about Robinson starting to lose a hold of that featured role in Jacksonville. I actually have Travis Etienne ranked ahead of him for this game.